Alrighty, folks, who's ready for some Friday night BMHL hockey live on the World Sports Network? My name is Peter Zod. Thank you all for tuning in. So, to start this one off, we've got the starting goaltenders for either side. Kobe Dog's in net here for the Sacramento Sabretooths, and 508 Turbo is in net for the St. Augustine Armada. So, some notes. The first couple playoff matchups have been confirmed and are, in fact, now all set. So the Tier 1 I announced yesterday on the BMHL, we're underway here with the number 1 and number 2 seeds, which is the last game of the season. Both of them have secured a bye from the first round. It'll be the St. John Winterhawks taking on the Wheeling Thunderbirds, and the Gummy Express taking on Miami Tropics. And both those teams, I believe, play tomorrow as well, so there will be that to bear in mind. So hopefully you all have been enjoying your Friday nights, and thank you all very much for tuning in as we are underway with this one with Viva Clog behind the net here. He can't get towards the front as RJ, aka OTT, is back on the St. Augustine Armada after being traded away, came back, and now is back fully on the Armada on that stacked roster as they won the General's Trophy, which is the best team in the regular season, which I don't think surprises anybody, as here comes TT, or Sixnista the other way. Sixnista, nice little move, but he's checked by Liam Badur. Coolbray will get back to it here, as we've just entered the just under 2 minutes here as rotation gets to the puck. He can't get anywhere. Now Coolbray will put it down the ice. As Gummy Blocks gets back to it here. It's up to Liam Badur. Liam Badur coming off, the Sabretooths coming off a huge loss against the St. John Winterhawks the other day, last night. Lost 2-1 in overtime to Ninja's overtime winner, which was beautiful. Double overtime, which I love that new rule, by the way. I'm sure I'm not the only one that does have the, that does love the new rule, as Coolbray is behind the net here for the Armada. He gets decked by Justin Fried Chicken. Absolute massive hit there as Gone Wild tries to clear it. He can't. Viva Clog with a shot. It gets blocked by Gone Wild. Speak of the devil. And then another block there by Z Rotation, but Viva Clog will keep it in here for the Sabretooths. He's being kept wide. His shot's blocked by Gone Wild again. 3 blocks in the same shift here against Viva Clog. Viva Clog's going to try and turn behind the net, though, as here come the Sabretooths. Pressure here from the top players of Viva Clog, and Caleb's in here, so I haven't seen him in a little while, so obviously he's back to being active, as here comes Sixnista off the wing. His shot hit a defender and wide. Tobido can't get a hold of it, though, as he gets a piece of it. The Armada come close there, but nothing doing for the St. Augustine Armada. And now here comes Viva Clog the other way. Once again, the league-leading points getter in Tier 1. And now it's behind the net. Viva Clog trying to turn. Can't do anything with it as it's still behind the cage here, as YM&V will come back to it full throttle. Caleb trying to take a backhand. It does not go. And now it'll be down into the Sabretooths defensive zone, where it'll be down to Gummy Blocks. He'll quickly pass it up to Liam Badur, who takes it nicely, but he's checked. And now here comes YM&V with Sixnista. But YM&V is being kept wide nicely by Weighted Severino. Now to make it across. Sixnista couldn't handle that one, is it? He'll take it off the boards. Now he'll try to cut to the middle. He gets decked. I don't know exactly who. I think it was Liam Badur. It looks like he's slow. And now there's a backhand shot stop. Rebound. Toby Dog makes a huge save and covers. So a huge save there for the Sacramento goaltender, Toby Dog, who was on the Saskatchewan Snowbirds, who unfortunately folded, and then Toby Dog got traded to the Sabretooths from the Tijuana Piranhas. And now he is here, where he's hopefully going to make a cup run this year. Rotation there for the Armada. He's trying to advance. He can't, as he's checked, and now it's stuck at center right now. And now it'll be brought back up by Liams Badur. He's checked by Coolbray. Coolbray makes it through. Here comes Coolbray towards the net. Trying to pass it across, and Drip is Furta will check him. And now it's Coolbray again. Once another potential Rookie of the Year candidate, as well as he's been really good for the Armada. There's a backhand. It's blocked by Gummy. Gaz behind the net here, as well as Coolbray, excuse me. Both of them were in the vicinity of the puck originally when I called that. And now here comes Gaz off the right wing. His shot was a little too far wide as he got all of it except the wrong way. And now it's Coolbray checking it. Now the Armada's starting to get some pressure here. Probably not where you want to be if you're the Sabretooths, as the Armada have 2 shots. Sabretooths have nothing as of yet. And now with 5:15 to go here in the first period, Viva Clog's into the zone here. He's only for a moment though, as here comes Six Nista the other way. He's checked by Weighted Severino to keep him wide. And now the puck's on the boards, surrounded by players. Six Nista will get a hold of it. Here comes Six Nista. What a poke check though by Viva Clog, and he will get it out. Both sides not really wanting to take a chance here, as Gummy Blocks will knock that one down. He'll put it up the boards and out. RJ trying to clear it. Can't do it. Now here comes Full Throttle Kayla with Viva Clog, but they could not get a stick on it. Now it's Weighted Severino. It's behind the net. A little sauce. Viva Clog's going to come back to it. He'll poke check his man, and he'll send it over to Full Throttle Caleb. A little too far for him, though, so no icing here. I don't think there's going to be any icing anytime soon right now in the BMHL, as Primetime Zach will hit it up the ice. He's usually on offense, but he has been on defense more recently, which was an interesting call. And Turbo, taking no chances after the bounce there, will just take a whistle. 4:14 to go here in the first period. No score from either end, but the Armada have had the more chances, of course, as they are the best team in the BMHL. So, with that in mind, folks, we are hopefully going to see some action pick up here soon for the Sabretooths, as probably trying to seek a little more revenge here heading into the playoffs, as they lost their last game to the Winterhawks last night, 2-1 in double overtime. It was an absolute treat to commentate that one. You can hear my little clip of Ninja's overtime winner on the BMHL TikTok, as Justin Fried Chicken will try to hit it up the ice. Coolbray is on the way here for the Armada, but he's checked and it'll be sent back to the blue line of Primetime Zach. Will get it up to Gaz, and now he tries to T-poke it towards the net. He can't, as Coolbray will get onto it here for the Armada again. Sends it across, and Justin Fried Chicken does a nice job there, recovering defensively for the Sabretooths. And now it's Coolbray back to it here for the Armada. He gets through. Coolbray shot! What a save by Toby Dog! He flashed the left pad out, keeps it out of the net. Now it comes back across. Here comes Gaz shooting. It's wide. And now Gummy Blocks will clear it down the ice and out. Here comes Liams Badur the other way for the Sabretooths. Liams Badur's free. Badur! Oh, he missed. A huge chance for Liams Badur. And he missed his chance. Now here comes Six Nista the other way against Caleb. Caleb keeps him wide nicely. But now Six Nista trying to get towards the middle here. He is able to get through a couple bodies, but not all the way through. RJ keeps it in nicely and who pokes it down to Six Nista, but Viva Clog will poke it down the ice. Once again, hopefully you all are enjoying this action. My name is Peter Zutt. Thank you all for tuning in. For those of you that are, we are about 2 minutes 30 seconds to go here in the first period. The Armada have had the more action right now, but we'll see if Sacramento can find some momentum and gain some momentum back here, as the Armada clearly have been the better team right now. As here comes RJ with a shot. It's off the post. The top crossbar stays out. Toby Dog still has not conceded a goal. Now it'll get back to Weighted Severino. Here's the former teammates, Severino and Toby Dog, are on the Sabretooths right now. As Gummy Blocks tries to get a hold of it, he decks his man! Wyman V goes down! As Gummy Blocks says, nah, I'm not letting you get past me, boy. And now it's Liam Spadur the other way for the Sabretooths. He's checked by Gone Wild. But now Liam Spadur gets a hold of it again. His shot's blocked. It does nearly get through. His rotation can't really handle it. But he'll be able to now and send it up to Gaz. It's a 1-on-2 here, as his teammate was just behind him. And now it'll be Gummy Blocks, whose clearing attempt is blocked by Gaz. His shot is just wide. So another chance for the Armada here is they've come alive. Sabretooths are on their back heels here as the Gummy Blocks will put it around the boards and not out those. Here comes rotation down the right wing, but he's checked by Drippis Furta. Gaz will get onto the boards here and poke it towards on the other side of the board here as he's trying to get past the D, but he can't. And now we've got a minute left here in the first period as Liam Spadur is checked by rotation that goes out of play into the Sabretooths bench. Once again, hopefully you all are enjoying this one as we've had lots of action here from the Armada to start out. I should have Comet joining me a little later on today, hopefully, if he gets back on time. I know he's out right now, so he might not get back in time, but we shall see as here comes Six Nista the other way, trying to poke it towards the net. Oh, his own teammate poked it towards him. I think that was Justin Fried Chicken who did, but luckily it stayed out. Dump behind the net here as the Sacramento Sabretooths still have not had a shot. So it has been all Armada right now. Justin Fried Chicken will tip it out. And now it'll be back in as Gummy Blocks will settle it down and he'll get it out to the blue line where Primetime Zach handles it. He mishandled it there as Viva Clog tried to take a shot. He was checked by Primetime Zach. Six Nisa's going to head the other way. They've got 14 seconds here to work with as Viva Clog does a nice job there coming back to check his man in the corner, which is Six Nisa. Now Viva Clog will get a hold of it, and that will pretty much do it here for the first period as there's maybe a couple seconds here. If Caleb's going to take a shot, he won't. And that'll do it here for the first period. No score from either end, but the Armada have had more shots. Once again, hopefully you're all enjoying the stream and the new content coming out. We will be recording a podcast here to end the BMHL season. Playoff matchups and what to expect for the playoffs, as well as some other leagues. We will be getting to that at the end of this stream, and it will be posted probably tonight. So for those of you that are curious about our takes on the playoffs and probably some BMHL awards as well, that will be in our little episode here in the studio. We are at the Unknown Arena in Calgary. The studio is in Vancouver, so luckily, aka near me, so it is not too far away from where we are right now. As here comes Gaz with a shot. That one he's checked by Liam Spadur. Now he'll fire it up, but no teammates in front of him. So it's rotation who gets it back here for the Armada. He'll make a little move to try to get past Drippis Furta. He will be able to, but not past Weighted Severino. And now he's offside. Or sorry, he was, but he wasn't now. Here comes Coolbray. Nice little drag. He'll be able to get past Liam Spadur. Might take a shot here. Yes, he will. It goes off the boards. Friendly for Gaz, but he can't get a poke on it. As now it's Gaz again. Off the left wing. His shot is stopped by Toby Dog. That should be an added shot. There's it. Did hit his stick. Now here comes another shot. It's blocked by Gummy. Using the U there to keep that one away. Now another shot by Gaz, but that one goes too far wide. And now it'll be poked out to center where Liam Spadur is going to try and get past Primetime Zach. He can't. And now it'll be up to Coolbray. Coolbray handles that one nicely. His shot. It's off Gummy Block's hand and nearly in the net. That is the one disadvantage with having that U up, is that it frequently could potentially put some trouble in your hands. Is literally that one nearly deflected in his own net. And now it is full throttle Caleb. He's checked. Now it'll be Six Nista the other way here for the Armada. Justin Fried Chicken unfortunately puts that into the Armada bench, and so there is a stoppage. No shots in this period yet. Excuse me. Hopefully you all are enjoying this one. Is lots of action. Probably more a little defensive. Plays back underway here with YM&V off the left wing. His shot, he fanned on. But now he'll try to pass it back in front. Justin Fried Chicken's all over him. Now it's behind the net. YM&V trying to cut in front, and Gummy Blocks with a good poke check there to keep this one away. For now, at least, is YM&V. Trying to cut it towards the net. He can't. Now it's RJ who keeps it in. Six Nista's kind of stuck in a pile here as everybody's all over the place right now in the defensive zone here for the Sabretooths, where they have been for most of the game right now. Not really been in the offensive zone, but here comes Viva Clog. Surely the guy who can change that for them. But he has been subdued so far. Now here he comes. It's a 1-on-2 here. Here comes Viva Clog with a shot. It goes wide. Now you'll get a hold of it on the side of the cage. His shot is stopped by 508 Turbo, and he covers. As that was a tight angle shot. But 508 Turbo up to the task. All right, so to inform you quickly on some WHA stuff, the team owners meeting has happened, and we are just awaiting to let the other stuff go out to the public. I'm not going to say anything of what was said in the meeting just because I wasn't there, but I did get a recap as there's a dump in on Toby that just went wide, and now it's Coolbray the other way. Here comes Coolbray here, trying to go to the backhand. He's checked by Gummy Blocks. Now rotation off the right wing. His shot's a little too far wide, but Gaz will control it nicely off the boards. He's going to pass it across. Coolbray was a little too far to get that pass. Now Coolbray tries to throw it at the net. He can't, as that one is blocked, and now Gaz will get a hold of it here for the Armada. He's at the top of the blue line. Now nice little drag to the middle. His shot's blocked by Weighted Severino. Now Coolbray gets through the pile there. He's going to go to the corner. His shot is a little too far wide, and I think that was a bit too tight of an angle for a good shot to even land on net. Regardless, as now it'll be back to the, once again, the Sabretooths are just playing defense right now as Coolbray is checked by Weighted Severino. He's looking to pass it up to Liam Badur. Is a little too far to handle, and now he'll go on the forecheck. Liam Badur gets a hold of it. Six Nista's back as well as RJ. All the offensive players back, but now they'll head the other way as Six Nista does a nice little bank pass to YM&V. Here come the Armada again as YM&V cuts wide. Here YM&V's trying to take a shot on the forehand. He can as Gummy Block sends it up to Viva Clog. He's checked immediately by TT. But now Viva Clog will get it back here on the forecheck. He's checked once again by TT. Now here comes Six Nista trying to get through. He can't. Now RJ will get it back here for the Armada. Viva Clog trying to get through. He will be able to get through the little boards here where Gone Wild will meet him. But Viva Clog turns and tries to pass it across to Caleb. That might work out. Yes, it will. Here comes Viva Clog now as the Sabretooths finally have some up-ice pressure. And now it's back the other way, but only for a moment as YM&V gets a hold of it. Here for the Armada. His shots hits Justin Fried Chicken. And now it'll be poked to the corner where YM&V recovers it, but only for a moment as Justin Fried Chicken sends it the other way. Now Zach will get it back here for the Armada. He goes up the ice. Missed his teammate Coolbray, but Coolbray will fight to get it back here on the forecheck. He's going to make a nice little move to the middle. Coolbray can't really go much further than that as he was checked. And now it's Justin Fried Chicken. He'll go across to trip his Ferda. That pass deflects off of him. But now rotation will get it back here for the Armada. And he'll send it in deep. That one hits Gummy as he had his hand up the whole time. Part of the defensive strategy for the Sabretooths. At least for him. As it gets over to primetime Zach. He's going to be able to dump it out, and now it'll make it off to Coolbray off the boards nicely. He'll go way across to Gaz. That was a perfect pass here. Let's see if they can take advantage of that. Here comes Gaz shooting. It's off his body and wide. And out of play. Great passing play there, but unfortunately that is not finished by Gaz, which it usually has been. Zach's going to try and keep it in. He can't, as he peeled off to stay ahead of Viva Clog. who has been clogged up right now. Let's see if they can get a shot. He does! It's behind Turbo, but he makes a save! As the Sabretooths nearly got one there from Viva Clog. Close chance there, but no score for either side yet, as both sides have been very non-risk taking. Once again, for those of you that are tuning in, my name is Peter Zod. Thank you all very much for tuning into the World Sports Network. Once again, for those of you that missed it, we will be recording a podcast after this to kind of sum up the end of the BMHL season, as YM&V tries to head the other way. We'll be able to get through to the middle, but Waited Severino checks his man, and now it'll be up the other way to Viva Clog. He's got Caleb next to him, but that was a great poke check. Now here comes Sixnista off the left wing. He's going to look to pass maybe, or do a little spin. A little spin might have been the right play there, because it gets the Sabretooths defense spread out. And now it's RJ. Nice little pass to Sixnista, but he can't get a shot as the Sabretooths have all collapsed in the middle. But that might be a disadvantage here. There's another attempted shot by Sixnista that made it onto him, but it is wide. The Armada going all up here. Chips all in here as YM&V is off the wing. He can't do much there as YM&V gets dicked by Gummy. Now it's rotation. Rotates nicely there in the corner. He's trying to center it, but Justin Fried Chicken does a nice job there. Sixnista will get a hold of it now for the Armada. Again, the number one seed in the BMHL so far is Sixnista gets dicked. And now Liam Spadur is going to head the other way here for the Sabretooths. Liam Spadur tried to take a shot. He was checked. And now Gummy Blocks will make it back here for the Sabretooths and pass it up to Liam Spadur nicely. Not able to take it all the way as Gaz was checked now by Drippis-Ferda. Drippis-Ferda tried to throw it at the net. He couldn't get it towards the net as it gets blocked. But now Drippis-Ferda once again trying to get through. Can't. And now Liam Spadur will get a hold of it here for the Sabretooths. Here comes Liam Spadur, but Coolbray stays with him. Drippis-Ferda gets it back once again. Now it hits Liam Spadur in the face, but it'll stay in. Only for a moment, though, as it'll make it back to the Sabretooths defensive zone, where Gummy will send it down the ice once again. 2:13 to go here in the second period. Both sides haven't had a lot of shots, which is probably a little surprising to those of you that know both teams, as they have firepower for days, which has been a bit of a surprise to me that nobody has been taking a risk. Now here comes Gaz, trying to take a shot. It's blocked, and now it'll be down the ice. Less than 2 minutes remaining here in the second period. Armada have 5 shots, Sabretooths have 3. Nice little pass across, but Sixnista was a little too far to handle it. Now his shot off the left wing was blocked, and it'll make it to primetime Zach, who passes it up to YM&V. It'll make it through Waited Severino, but not Gummy. And Viva Clog will get a hold of it here where he's checked, but Caleb will join the fray there at center. Now here comes Sixnista right through. Sixnista gets poke checked by Caleb, so he's forced a little too far wide and couldn't take a shot. Now here comes Sixnista off the left wing. He just missed. And that'll be primetime Zach behind the Armada defensive zone. Here's Viva Clog on the forecheck card. Tries to get it towards the net. He can, as we've hit the final minute of the second period. No scorer right now, which probably isn't a bad thing for the defensive metrics for either side. But not a great thing either, because that means your firepower isn't working. Or you're not taking a chance. But at some point, somebody has to. We got 40 seconds to go here in the second period. Gummy Blocks behind the net. He's checked. Now here comes rotation with a bit of a chance. His shot is stopped by Toby Dog. And it goes into the corner. Rotation had the best chance there, I think, of the game so far, apart from Gas maybe. But nothing doing there as I see Comet has joined in. Welcome, buddy. You haven't missed much as the Sabretooths and Armada are tied at 0s right now. But lots of other action defensively. And that'll be into the Armada defensive zone here. Williams Badur gets a hold of it. Only for a moment, though, as Ryland plays football. It was all over him, and now Drippis-Ferda tries to keep it in. He can't. Now here comes Gaz. 3 seconds to go here in the second period. He's checked by Justin Fried Chicken, and that'll do it for the second period. No score from either end, and not really many chances to score. There's been quality chances, but not a lot of chances other than that. So I don't know if you just joined comment or not, but if you have, what have you seen so far from either side? Okay, so you haven't seen much. Well, there hasn't been a lot of action, so I guess you haven't really missed out on much as of yet. Mostly just been defense and not really, either side not really taking much chance. But if you're heading into the playoffs here, the number 1 and 2 seed, what is your message here? Because you don't really want to go into the playoffs on a loss. And the Sabretooths just lost to the Winterhawks last night. That was a treat to commentate and watch. It would have been nice to imagine playing in it. But regardless here, if you're the Sabretooths and the Armada, both of you are not going to see round 1. What do you think you got to do here to keep yourselves fresh? Because you got to think either the number 4 or 5 seed, as there's a chance here for the Armada again, but Toby Dog easily covers it. What do you think both sides have got to do to stay fresh, but also stay competitive? Because sometimes the lower C teams can absolutely destroy you because you have not been, you know, playing as much. Absolutely. Alrighty, we're back underway. Here's the Armada had the first chance, of course. Once again, the Armada are the General's Trophy winners, which I guess you could call it the President's Trophy curse. We'll see. I don't think a lot of teams in the BMHL that have won the General's Trophy have won the championship, but it can be a curse in some ways, just like the NHL with their President's Trophy. As it sits on the boards, and now it'll be Liam Badur who gets by here. He's got a little bit of space. This is the disadvantage of the... But they score! Liam Badur! A huge goal for the Sacramento Sabretooths! And it's 1-0 as the aggressive defense catches the Armada sleeping. And Liam Badur has a huge goal for his team after they lost last night, looking to seek revenge and head into the playoffs with a nice win. I think I just saw you join comments, so you missed it, but Liam Badur came off the boards and went to the backhand and beat Turbo, who has arguably been a very good goaltender this year. And just like that, it's 1-0 for the Sabretooths. Probably a bit of a surprise there for most fans, as once again, the General's Trophy winners are trailing right now, which has been something they haven't done a lot of this season. So the shots right now 7-4, but one of them, once again, the most important, has gone by Turbo. And now Six Nista the other way here. He's checked by Viva Clog, and now he'll send it in deep. And it'll go behind the net. Here's Full Throttle Caleb's checked by YMNV. He'll try to pass it up to RJ. Is a little too far in front of him, so Wade at Severino will get there first and get a hold of it as here comes Viva Clog now for the Sabretooths. The league leading scorer trying to make his presence felt, but he's checked by RJ and it'll be sent out the other way. Seems like the Armada, I don't know if you've just joined in, comment, but I think the, seems like the Armada are almost panicking a little bit, like gone wild. Just quickly cleared it, didn't look for a pass, which there it connects, but I think that was because the puck was a lot slower exiting off of his stick, which it definitely seems like the Armada are panicking a little bit here. Is it not? Which is surprising considering there is something you do. Panicking there, you're trailing 1-0, and that is exactly what you don't want to do, is go offside, and that is what happened there. So 7:47 to go here in the third. Toby Dog so far has been the superior goaltender, facing 8 shots. Nothing's gone by him so far. We'll see if that holds up, though, as the Armada once again have the best firepower in the league. But the Sabretooths have been proving to be better so far. Now here comes rotation off the left wing. He's going to pass it across to Gaz. It was a little too far off his stick, but he'll take it off the boards. His shot goes just over the net and wide. Now rotation tries to get a piece of it. He is able to get a piece of it. Gummy Blocks doing the opposite of what the Armada are doing. And that'll be a centering pass, but Gummy Blocks will be able to get a hold of it and get it down the ice. As once again, this is the Armada's aggressive defense causing them trouble, as a huge save by 508 Turbo there. A pad stack. And what the heck's happening here? I think we got an exploiter in the game. As he went right by the puck. That was hilarious, actually. Oh my goodness. Of course, there's always going to be an exploiter in the BMHL. What else is new? As there's another shot that's stopped by Toby Dog. It was Gaz off the tight angle there, trying to bank it. He's being kept in the corner right now. So, with that in mind, there's 6:40 to go. Here's Gummy Blocks. Oh my goodness, puts it off the side of the net, and Toby Dog, taking no chances, will cover it. And I think we are going to have a second here because I think they're trying to kick the exploiter. All right, face-off is won by the Armada. Here's RJ, pokes it towards the net. There's a rebound, and it's stopped by Toby Dog. Cool, calm, and collected. So, with the Armada trailing here, and once again, such a high-power offense comment, what do you think they've got to do to get back into this game and get this one tied? That is a good point. As RJ keeps it in here for the Armada. Speak of the devil. They've mostly been playing in the Sabretooths zone here, but they have only had 10 shots but no goals. We'll see if they can change that this shift, as Weighted Severino will dump it out, so it won't change immediately. Gone Wild is able to get it up to YM&V. He takes the pass nicely. He'll poke it over to Sixnista. A great play there, but his shot is blocked by Weighted Severino. What a comeback there from their two-way defender, as it makes it up to Viva Clog, the leading scorer in the league. His shot is blocked by Gone Wild, but it'll make it up to center, but it is blocked immediately by Caleb. Gone Wild once again, trying to get it out. He's pressured by Viva Clog, but it won't make it out. Here comes Caleb off the wing. His shot is blocked. Now here comes Sixnista. A 1-on-2 here. He's got his teammate Rotation next to him. He's surrounded, but now it'll make it over to Rotation, but he's a little too far away from it. And so it'll end up going to Gone Wild here, who dumps it in, or tried to hit the head of Weighted Severino. So once again, the aggressive stand-up at the line seems to be working for the Sabretooths right now. And that'll make it to Rotation. Let's see if the Armada can get something here as it makes it across to Gaz. They're trying to spread the defense out of the Sabretooths, as that's why they're passing right there. Now here comes Gaz. Off the wing, Capital joins the Sabretooths now, as he hasn't been here almost all game until now. As here comes the Armada with Gaz trying to get it towards the net. Now he will. It's blocked by Gummy. Now the rebound's there. It's still loose. They score! And the game is tied! The rookie does it again! What's that? Possibly, as here come the Sabretooths the other way, but that one was stopped by Turbo, as Viva Clog immediately came back looking for a response. Both teams starting to open up here, as here comes YM&V. His backhander goes a little too far wide, but Sixnista recovered in the corner. He'll stay behind the net, trying to get past Justin Fried Chicken. He will be able to check his man for now, and it'll go into the corner where Sixnista's trying to get towards the middle. He's blocked by Caleb. And now Justin Fried Chicken will get a hold of it again and send it up to Viva Clog, where he'll get a hold of it through center. His dump-in attempt is blocked by Zach. And it'll go down the ice. He's doing the Gummy Blocks. Right back at them. So the strats, both teams using strats against each other right now, as here comes Sixnista. Trying to get through. He tried to take a shot. He was blocked. It was checked by Caleb. And that'll make it back to RJ, but he'll poke it off the boards. Sixnista tried to center it. Wyman V comes in support. Now wraparound try. What a save by Toby Dog. He's able to keep it off the post there, luckily. As Liams Badur pokes it ahead. Here comes Liams Badur. He's ahead of Wyman V. Here comes Liams Badur. 1-on-2 here. Liams Badur. What a poke check, though, by Primetime Zach. A huge poke check there. Liams Badur probably took a little too long. And Zach said no thank you and poke checked him. Now here comes Gaz off the left wing. His shot is stopped by Toby Dog off the blocker. As it's behind the net now, here's Coolbray. The line that scored for the Armada just recently is back on the ice. Now here comes Coolbray. Takes the shot. It's through. Toby Dog is huge stop there as that one got through Gummy and everybody else. Now here comes Gaz trying to wrap it. He can't. Now Gaz will get it back near the blue line. His shot is wide. Coolbray, another shot is stopped. Capital will poke it to the corner and up and out. As Viva Clog will help it out, get the other way, but now Viva Clog checks his man Gaz. Here comes Viva Clog the other way. Viva Clog, another nice poke check by Zach. Once again, proving his real life hockey, being a factor there, as I'm sure a lot of players in BMHL are real life hockey players. Which is why usually they are so good. And now here comes Clog with a dump in. It's blocked by Zach. And now it'll be back to Caleb. Viva Clog will head the other way, but he's checked by rotation. Sixnista trying to head the other way here for the Armada. Once again, this is an Armada team without Dackers 19. He got traded at the trade deadline as well, so there is that to keep in mind. He did get traded to the Miami Tropics, so a huge trade there. As Sixnista tries a shot, it goes wide. Dackers wanted his own team, and he got it. There's a post shot. It's off the crossbars. Toby Dog wasn't expecting that as he got beat on the other side. Now Sixnista trying to poke it through. And he can as we've hit the final 2 minutes. This one's getting exciting, folks. Strap in. We've hit 2 minutes to go. Last game of the season. As, oh my goodness! A massive hit behind the net. Sixnista got rocked. I don't know who that was. I'm pretty sure it was Gummy. Sixnista's offside. He didn't tag up, and so we're going to have a quick stoppage here. Wow. Can take his breath here as this one's been exciting. A huge hit there, and honestly, I'm interested to see how hits are going to affect the playoffs, because now there's a bit more of an impact to it, so we'll see how that goes. I'm sure it's going to be a lot more hitting here in the playoffs. Ain't that right, Comet? Yep, as here comes Gas off the wing, but his shot is stopped by Toby Dog. He's been facing a lot of shots, but so far, only one's gone by him. As here comes Liams Badur, he's checked by rotation, but Liams Badur will battle to get it back, but he's checked by Coolbray. 1 minute left here in the regular season. At least in the periods, we possibly will see overtime here unless somebody can score in the final few seconds. Here comes Coolbray. Nice little move off the right wing. His shot goes just wide of the net. Now Gaz is checked by Liams Badur. He's going to have it in the Sabretooths defensive zone here. And now it'll be knocked down by rotation as Badur tried to dump it down. Here comes rotation, but Caleb will check him and he'll send it all the way around the boards and out. As Primetime Zach gets a hold of it. Nice little pass to Coolbray. Coolbray handles that nicely. He's off the right wing, but he gets checked. And now here comes Caleb the other way. RJ's going to meet him there. But Caleb and Viva Claw get a hold of it as he tried a shot. It goes wide. Now he's trying to center it towards the net. Sixnista will come back to it here. The final 15 seconds here of the third. Let's see if the Armada can get something going here and maybe win the game right now. Here comes Wyman V. He checks Gummy blocks. Here comes Sixnista shooting. Big save by Toby Dog. A massive save from the trade deadline acquisition, who proves his worth. 4 seconds remaining. That could have been the winner. But he said, no thank you. That one's not coming by me. Comet, you're a goaltender. With the final few seconds here, that is a huge save, if I am not mistaking that. Absolutely. Well, I don't think we're surprised both of these teams have overtime, as I think this is just proving how evenly matched both teams are. Of course, the Armada seem like they have the more offensive prowess, but I think their aggressive defense might actually hurt them in the playoffs, if I'm going to be honest here, because they don't really have anybody sitting back, which is fine, but if you're too far up the ice, like we just saw when Sabretooths scored off the rush there, that really hurt them, and they were lucky it didn't actually hurt them more this game as well before you joined. So that, I think, is something to keep in mind here as we head into our reports and everything like that, is which defense is going to make adjustments, and which teams do you think have to make adjustments heading into the playoffs? Absolutely. Well, it looks like they might have rectified that there, as Primetime Zach is sitting back in the defensive zone right now for the Armada, so they probably did take a point of that. As Primetime Zach will get a hold of it here, he's going to fire it, but it might end up going to the bench. It will, and so the face-off will be in the Armada defensive zone here, as we are just about 31 seconds into overtime here. 19 shots for the Armada, 6 for the Sabretooths. Both have a goal. But who's going to win this one? I want to see some teams in the chats, folks. Nolan Sports Network, hello. Appreciate you tuning in. Who do you guys think is going to win this one, as Viva Clog tries to get it up? It's Zach who puts it up to YMNV. His shot is blocked by Weighted Severino. YMNV will put it in deep, as Sixnista is back to it here for the Armada. He's poke checked immediately by Severino, trying to get it up, and they will, as here comes Capital, but he can't get much more of a hold of it than at center, but he'll poke it. Trying to get through is Sixnista. He is able to get by Weighted Severino now. Pass across in YMNV. The stick got away, or the puck got away from him. And now RJ will get a hold of it here for the Armada. Nice little intercept there by Viva Clog. He's trying to poke through, but he can't, as Sixnista will head the other way for the Armada, but he's immediately stood up by Severino. Sixnista throws it up the middle. It's blocked by Sabretooths. Sabretooths is the goal for the Sabretooths right now, and he's going to try and head the other way with full throttle Caleb. Caleb is checked by Cobre, who has the goal for the Armada. And now here comes Gaz, a one-on-one here. Bad change from the Sabretooths. Could this be the game? Oh no, Gaz missed. Wow, you don't see that very often. Him missing is pretty rare. So that is a break there for the Sabretooths after they got caught on a line change. Looked like an almost Brad Marchand change there, did it not, Tommy? That was really funny, actually, that happened. I will say the Sabretooths are probably counting their lucky stars there, because that could have ended the game and the season for them there, or at least the regular season, not their actual season, you know what I mean, the regular season. Very lucky there. And I feel like the line change is actually going to be interesting to see how they'll go, because you have to push a button to get off. So that's going to actually delay them a little bit more. So I wonder if that's what happened there. You just didn't end up pushing it or holding it for long enough. As here comes Sixnista off the rush. It's just wide as it hit the stick there. And the Armada, you think the Armada's going to win? Hey, good pick there, buddy. Both sides are no bad picks. As RJ. Now, here's a question for you guys. Who do you think is going to win the championship? There is, honestly, not really a lot of bad picks for any team that's in the playoffs right now. It's going to be really interesting to see how this might actually, and I said this in the BMHL general chat if any of you saw it, but I think this is going to be the best playoff run of BMHL hockey we might ever see. Oh, so there's something to play for. Wow. Okay, so here's a shot from Capital that's wide. Or it was blocked, excuse me. I mean, really, there is no bad pick for either way. There's a big shot. It's stopped by Toby Dog. As that one got through Gummy, he was a little late to get his hand up. Which I honestly don't really like that blocking strategy. As it was proven right to me earlier when it nearly deflected into his own net. Coolbray off the left wing. He is checked by Weighted Severino, but he'll be able to get through. Here comes Coolbray trying to get towards the middle. He is checked immediately by the Sabretooths. Defense there. As it's poked ahead. Here comes Liam Badur. He's a little further ahead, but he's checked by rotation, but Badur will stay on it on the boards. Now to be to the boards. Now trying to cut towards the middle is Badur. Liam Badur staying hard with it, but Gaz will poke check him, and now it'll be Coolbray clearing it out. Severino gets a hold of it here for the Sabretooths. He'll go off the boards and down the ice. Nice pass to Caleb. Here comes full throttle Caleb. Former Armada, but his shot is blocked and cleared down the ice. Gummy Blocks will go across the ice. He can't find his teammate as Sixnista will get that one back. And now Gummy Blocks is just going to poke it away from the crease there. A smart defensive play. There is Capital with a nice hit on YMV. Stands up his man in the corner. But YMV will get it back. Viva Clog will help out his teammate there and clear it down the ice. Primetime Zach sends that one near the net. But it's poked to the corner. Now YMV and Sixnista on over here for the Armada. Sixnista's in the corner. Nice little turn. His shot goes off. Toby Dog. Rebound spilled right there. But nothing doing there, luckily. For the Armada. Justin Fried Chicken tried to clear it. Sixnista will have it at the blue line. Trying to find himself some room, but he can't as he's draped all over by Sabretooth. And now here comes Capital the other way. Nice little spin, but he's checked by RJ. Now here comes RJ trying to clear it up the other way. He will, as that one deflects by Gummy. And he'll go off the boards and out, where Liam Badur gets a hold of it. Liam Badur through. Liam Badur right through again. Still staying with it. The Armada come back nicely there. And now it'll be cleared. Here comes Gaz. 1-on-2 here. Gaz at the blue line. His shot's blocked by Gummy. But now he spills the rebound and it's cleared away. Luckily by the Sabretooths there. Another close chance. 4:20 to go here in the first overtime. Here comes Caleb off the right wing. Trying to spin towards the net. He can't as he's checked. And now here comes Coolbray the other way. Sabretooths getting caught a little bit here, being aggressive. As here comes Coolbray. His shot is blocked by Gummy. But he spills the rebound again, and luckily he stays away for now. It's Gummy with Weighted Severino with a block. Lots of action here. Yep, so far at least. We'll see how well it holds up. As rotation will send it in. 3:48 to go here in the first overtime. And we're tied at 1 still. In Tier 1, but I think the Armada's the favorites. Yep, I totally agree with that. Armada definitely are the favorites, of course, the General Trophy winners. But we shall see how this playoff run unfolds. Honestly, with seeing how the Winterhawks held up against both Sabretooths and the Armada, I think they might actually have a pretty good chance at it. So I would say they probably have the best chance and take the underdog. Looking to make their mark felt on Tier 1 as they were the Tier 2 champions last season. As the Thunderbirds affiliates, the Thunderbirds right now are the defending champions. As they have made it with a core of Haynes, Exalted, Jay Walkman, and it was Matsura, but he got traded, so we'll see how that core does for the Thunderbirds, and will they be able to defend their Tier 1 crown, or will they be dethroned? Find out in the playoffs coming tomorrow. As YM&V off the right wing, tries to get a shot. He's checked by Justin Fried Chicken. He's trying to clear it. He can't. Now Gummy will at least poke it away. Here comes Linus Batur up to full throttle Caleb, but a nice pass reception there by rotation to get it back the other way. Oh, it deflects right in front and Gummy blocks. Luckily, nobody was there for the Armada, as that probably was going to be game right there. Coolbray will poke it up to the other side, but He's checked immediately, and now here comes Coolbray back to it. Nice little pass to rotation. Here comes the rotation. Off the wing. His shot is a little too far wide, and so it won't deflect near the net. Now here comes Gaz. Trying to cut to the middle. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the first overtime. Here comes Gaz with a shot off the left wing. It's blocked by Justin Fried Chicken. That'll make it to the blue line where Coolbray's there. Gaz will poke check his man. Here comes Gaz the other way. What a poke check stand up by Gummy. But now here comes Gaz again off the post. That was going to be the game right there. But it stays out. As now it comes to the middle. Toby Dog trying to cover it. Oh, what a save by Viva Clock. They score! Coolbray with his second of the game, and it's over. The St. Augustine Armada come back and win it 2-1. Thanks to Coolbray, the rookie, who does it again. Well, Comet, what'd you think of this one to end the BMHL regular season? Absolutely. Well, as Gaz just announced, it is the last regular season game as a franchise ever, so there is a big bomb dropping there. Ooh, I like this song. Alrighty, well guys, we're gonna end the stream here in a moment. We'll comment. What are your final thoughts here as the regular season ends and on this game? Absolutely. Alrighty guys, well, here's my final thoughts on this BMHL season. It's been a fantastic season 13, the first season with the new AI, thanks to Wario, who did that one. Honestly, this has been quite the action-packed season. Lots of teams folding, coming back, you know what I mean? But it's going to be very interesting to see how Tier 1 is next season here in the BMHL. Alrighty, folks, well, that is going to do it for us at World Sports Network, as we are going to head off to our studio here to film our final regular season podcast, and then we're going to head into the playoffs tomorrow night. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you all very soon. Take care, everybody.